Welcome back to Duot Labs. Look around you. From the street signs you pass on your commute to the app you're using right now, you are constantly consuming text. But have you ever stopped to think about how the shape of those letters is secretly hacking your brain? Let's talk about how typography can literally hack your mental processes. You might think that the easiest font to read is always the best one for learning. But science says otherwise. Typography isn't just about making things look pretty. It's a fundamental component of global communication that influences how fast you read, how much you remember, and even how you feel. Today, we're diving into the psychology of typography. We'll explore how ugly fonts might actually make you smarter, how fonts trigger subconscious emotions, and how AI is creating smart fonts to revolutionize literacy. Let's get into it. Let's talk about how typography can literally hack your mental processes. You might think that the easiest font to read is always the best one for learning. But science says otherwise. Enter the Disfluency Effect. Research indicates that information written in harder-to-read fonts is often remembered better than information in simple fonts. Why? Because the typographical disfluency forces your brain to work harder. It requires more mental resources, which paradoxically improves focus and memory retention. It even acts as a shield against background noise by forcing higher mental concentration. This brings us to the Comic Sans paradox. Despite being the internet's most hated font, studies have shown that content written in Comic Sans can actually improve memory retention in specific learning contexts compared to standard fonts like Arial or Bodoni. So, the next time you're studying for an exam, you might want to switch your notes to Comic Sans. I know it hurts, but it works. And what about all caps? Using all uppercase text actually interferes with comprehension. It increases the neural resources required for basic letter recognition, leaving fewer resources for higher level understanding. So, stop yelling in your emails. Typography is not emotionally neutral. It carries anthropomorphic qualities that can establish or undermine a brand's credibility. Applied neuroscience studies using data from multiple countries have measured our subconscious reactions to different typefaces. Serif fonts, the ones with the little feet, like Cotford, are often perceived as trustworthy and sincere. Meanwhile, geometric sans serifs like Gilroy trigger feelings of innovation and confidence. If a brand uses the wrong font, imagine a serious insurance company using Papyrus, it creates a subconscious mismatch that damages credibility. And for Gen Z and millennials, fonts are a core part of digital identity. A global survey of over 12,000 social media users found that 65% of Gen Z and 67% of millennials view fonts as a primary tool for self-expression, just like clothes or music. Over 80% believe that picking the right font boosts likes, shares, and comments. In fact, more than half express frustration with limited font choices on social media apps, often using external design tools to gain font freedom. So, where is typography heading? The future is all about accessibility and smart fonts. Recent transdisciplinary research is leveraging AI and variable fonts to create inclusive reading experiences. For readers with dyslexia or visual impairments, inadequate contrast or dense spacing creates visual crowding. Simply increasing the space between letters has been consistently shown to improve reading accuracy for both dyslexic and non-dyslexic children. But researchers at the Learning by Design Lab are taking it a step further with tools like C-Type and Squishy Squashy. C-Type is a smart font that embeds dynamic pictograms into letters. If a struggling reader forgets the sound of the letter P, the letter animates into a pig, peach, or penguin to provide a mnemonic cue. Squishy Squashy uses variable font technology to animate spelling rules, like elongating the A in cake to show it's a long vowel, while the E fades away because it's silent. Pilot studies show these interactive tools can improve reading levels by multiple grade-level lexiles in just 20 sessions. Variable fonts also allow for living logos. Companies like Every use variable fonts to create logo types that adapt to different digital contexts. The WPP campus in Amsterdam even utilizes a variable font logo that changes based on interaction and time, reflecting how people move through the physical space. Typography serves as a critical interface between information and the human brain. It's not just about style, it's a social and cognitive responsibility. Whether it's using the strategic use of disfluency to aid student memory, understanding the emotional impact of a font, or implementing AI-driven pictograms to support literacy, the fonts we choose shape the way we understand the world. What's your favorite font and what do you think it says about you? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the psychology of type, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Duot Labs for more. Until next time, keep questioning the world around you.